Hello everybody, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Sunday, welcome back. Pardon me, I have hiccups. Rumors are true. Well, I was gonna say we'll do something about it, but I'm not doing anything. Good afternoon. Keep clicking on the screen trying to turn the camera angle. I do that a lot when if I see any screenshots that have like close notification buttons. I spend a lot of time trying to close notifications. Test an experimental treatment for hiccups. Alright. I'd say my enthusiasm levels are at about a 28%. I'll hear you out. Let's go get a little bit of a Darkmoon Faire buff, huh? Darkmoon Faire buff's gonna be good for a couple things today. On one hand, I have yet to turn in any market research, and I've been waiting for this rep bonus in order to do it, so it'll be an exciting day to get some Dark Fuse rep, and then find out what they're doing over there. Your disc mains don't get hiccups. Challenge to scare Hazel. Boo. Darkmoon's on right now. It might not be up until 10, actually. I need to look at the calendar. It starts today for sure. It may not start for another 45 minutes, though. It is on now? Oh, that's good. Think to yourself, I'm not a fish for a bit. Is this like a confuse yourself into not having hiccups anymore? Are we saying the vestigial convulsions of the epiglottis are due to remembering when you were a tadpole? Turned at 3 a.m. 12 a.m. for me. But yeah, that's good. It's up. We're up and at it. Pardon me. Alright, I am not a fish. I am not a fish. There's an episode of Taskmaster where Johnny Vegas, they had to keep him busy because they didn't really have a job for him to do, so they told him to make different sounds up in like a lifeguard chair, and he had to repeat each sound for like a few minutes. And one of them, he was quoting Nixon's "I'm not a crook." But the way he said it, I never heard the original quote, I'm young. But the way he said it was so funny that it's stuck with me. Darkmoon Faire. Easy Coast server. The Easy Coast. Oh, I thought the West Coast was the Easy Coast. I ran out of sweetener for my coffee this morning. I'm normally a Splenda or a Splenda knockoff kind of girly. And I've decided today to just drink it without it. And because it's just time to grow up. I'm 32 and it's time to grow up. And I'm adjusting. I figure at some point my need for caffeine is going to win out over my need for non-bitterness. And my coffee is not awful. It's not like amazing coffee that like must be tasted pure in order to appreciate the notes. But like it's drinkable. It's not bad. I am not a fish. Might be working. Favorite horde race? I like undead. But Darkspear Trolls are up there. No sweetener's fine, no creamer, some kind is rough. I did put oat milk in it, and I'm assuming the oat milk has at least some amount of sugar or alternative in there somewhere. I guess I didn't look. I've never tried to drink the oat milk straight. I'm not a monster. Why don't I post on YouTube? I was taking a little hiatus. I posted the last one kind of talking a little bit more about the reasons for going into it. Morning, Hazel. Good morning. Don't know why, but I'm trying to be brave. Get used to default nameplates. Default nameplates? That is brave. That's like... Nameplates, really? That's the last part of the default UI that I can't deal with. I can't stand it. I use the friendly ones because I have to, but the you can rip plater from my cold dead hands. That is brave. How does one milk an oat? Apparently some kind of a blending process. You can make oat milk at home from oats. In the off chance that you were serious. You gotta get in there with your pinchers. You gotta find its little oat udders. Squeeze them real hard, yeah. Tiny hands or enormous oats. My hiccups might be gone. The fish thing might have worked. The fish thing may have worked. Okie dokie. I have a lovely 1 hour long buff. I'm going to rip all of the market research from all the rest of my characters. It's just transferring, but rip sounds so much more satisfying. Any market research anybody else has had. I have kind of a pitiful amount. That's it. I have 1,403 market research. I haven't been like grinding for it specifically. I was just kind of hoping I would get it incidentally. And it turns out that's what we got. I'm going to open a Wowhead tab on the other side here so that I can look up more information about exactly what it is that I'm doing here. I think I know how to find where to turn it in again. What I need is I need to remember what on earth I'm going to get for it. Oh, water with good marketing. Yeah. What's up, bro? What's up? How's it going? Mine's Zan Troll? Oh, or the Foxwood Volpera. I forgot about the Horde race question for a moment, and I was flummoxed by that comment. I was really trying to pick it apart. Yeah, those are good ones. Oat milk, good, and coffee. Yeah. I used to, what did I do before oat milk? Nothing, I don't think. I don't think I drank coffee before oat milk became popular because I didn't like it. I mean, I had the occasional, you know, Starbucks confection, but at that point, are we drinking coffee? I'm going to undermine is a good first step here. It does froth well, especially if you get the barista one, but sometimes you just gotta make do with a regular one because we're not made of money. Or we might be about to be not made of money, depending on how things go. We're gonna check in at the inn. All these world quests I have done on my account already, although I could do that one just to get a staff transmog. That sounds kind of nice. I won't get any rep, but I'll get a transmog. I've done less for a transmog. But first we should, before I get sidetracked doing world quests that I've literally already done, I want to... Can you help me find a quartermaster? The Dark Fuse Solutions. She'll mark the spot on my map, so she knows what's up. Dun, 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 dun.
Try before you buy. Am I right? Let's show them some quality.
We're gonna go this way. The other thing, aside from reputation gains, that this might be nice for this Darkmoon Faire buff, is if we started, you know, leveling a new alt today. Because Anthus, my paladin that we've been leveling and then gearing this week, he's like 637 already, and that's with just 1 week and no vault. I am perfectly happy to gear him up by just doing his bountiful delves. He does have a few more that he can do, because I got keys from the old rep quartermasters. I think I need to go in a sewer. Pretty sure I need to go in the sewer, yeah. He has some more keys, so I could do a few more delves in him, and maybe I'll do that. But, next, after that, it's time for the next alt. We're cruising through them. It's been a lot of fun getting them all set up. Alright, okay. So, I have my rep buff. What angle is your cartel working on now? We're starting out with supplements. The drinkable kind. It's very important that we just call them drinkable. Anything's drinkable once. Any other word is going to get us sued. I like that in Undermine we actually met with goblin lawyers. Sitch Lowdown at Hovel Hill. So is this box of Dark Fuse Miscellany the thing that gives us rep? I need to find that out before I start buying any of them. Yes, okay. Oh, hi, kitty cat. You want up? Alright. Don't mind me. Temporarily goblinating when you convince to step on it. Oh, that sounds fun! I want an atomic regoblinator. So I can get 14 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4 for now. 1. Oh, you get resonance crystals. Nice, nice. And I'm getting 550 rep per box. Okay. 1, 2. I'm happy that we can get resonance crystals from this. 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I'm going to need them. I was compiling all my resonance crystals in this character. I have 28,000, which is more than I've ever had in my life. Katie, do you want up? Here, let me take the blanket off. I think it's throwing you off. Up, up, up. Do you want some milk? I got you. Okay. Lovely, lovely. I wonder if there's anything else that can drop in these. We just hit friendly, which we're excited about.
What you need?
And we're officially out of market research. I have 3 left. Now that I'm friendly, I'm allowed to buy a canister of Dark Fuse solution. Oh, that's probably the thing that summons the rare, huh? Let me look that up. Oh no, not research, crystals. Okay. Don't understand skywriting, kind of confuses me. The thing that I do to make it a little simpler for me is I only really use 2 of the active buttons. I use the zoom forward and I use the lift up. And then I guess maybe the one that recharges my vigor. The rest of them you can kind of take or leave. They're not strictly necessary. Managed to get them out from that rare. It's actually pretty cool. So, Dark Fuse Spy Eye is a rare drop from the Dark Fuse Precipitant. Can be spawned by someone friendly with solutions. They buy a canister inserted at the pylon. Drop chance doesn't seem too terrible. Tradable between raid members. Weekly chance on the mount per character. Okay. So, just to be a good citizen here, I'm going to buy one. And I'm going to take a look at the mount. Dark Fuse Spy Eye. This is the mount that drops. It's the hovercraft. And I want to go to the pylon spot because I want to kind of get a feel for this. Dark Fuse Precipitant. 800 yards this way. I may be able to join a group and not use my thing at all, or maybe I'll be able to join a group and then I can use my thing. I'm assuming the pylon itself will have a respawn time as well. But I'm going to head to the spot first. I've never done this before, so this will be kind of a new start for me. Oh, Slugger's up. Wait, hang on. We might be able to get a miscellaneous Mechanica. Hold the presses. I do have updates to share about keys. We tried a 12 last night. It was hard. Oh, he died. I did not manage to time my first 12. Oh, is this where it spawns? Dark Fuse Precipitant? Is that where my map pin is? It might be. Yeah, it looks good. Got it on my 23rd attempt. Not too bad. Still sounds like some dedication to me. What do I get if I do the rocket board? Coffer key shards. I think I'm good on those. Although, you know, if I get extra keys, it might be extra XP for Brian. I definitely need to do this for that transmog piece. Oh, is it just up? No, that's the Dark Fuse deck collector. That's thwack. Dang. Yeah, we crushed 10s. 11 was fine. 12 was dangerous. We did a 12 Priory. And at 12, you no longer get a Xalatath affix, and you forget how much they help as soon as you don't have them anymore. I was warned that would happen by my friends, and it was true. It was absolutely true. We were maybe 6 minutes over time, but we had 2 full wipes, and your deaths count for a huge time penalty at that stage. So if we can clean it up, it'll be fine. But, you know, that's like, if we can kill the boss, then it'll be dead, you know? If I can just be good at the game, then I'll win. I have not timed any 12s. It was the only one I've run. We did not time it. 11s have been going fine, but 12 seemed like a little bit of a lump, so we're gonna work on them again. I forget when. I guess it'll depend. I'll keep an eye on my Discord. We'll do some more this week. But the good news is that there's really no, like, good week for doing 12s because they're gonna be the same every single week regardless. There's no, you know, you have Tyrannical and Fortified every week. There's no Xalatath affix. There's not gonna be any variability at all. It's just, this is the challenge. Can you do it? My raid leader, just live and the boss dies. I think I'm getting sidetracked by the useful trash thing. 12 to 13 is a massive jump. Time like 1 out of 15 attempts so far. Oh. The healing was really scary. But I was also kind of, I don't know if I was in my best form. I had a couple of silly deaths myself. Tanked the raid last night on day, and everyone was right. That raid slabs. Isn't it fun? Also, day tanking. Wow. Progress. Okay. Love tanking. I thought you were a Fury for life. I thought you had that like tattooed, and like a sailor tattoo. Oh, Bars on a 3-stream streak. Hello. How you doing? Is this the waypoint? Oh no, it's not. The Dark Hues Precipitant is like 500 yards away. I'm nowhere close to it. I kind of thought it was going to be around here, so I thought while I was doing this, I was also like having a chance at seeing someone pop by and do it, but for some reason, I have a different map pin here. But you know, we're almost done this world quest, so we may as well just finish it. It'll give us a piece of transmog, and I can disenchant it. Hey Hazel. Hello Worm. How you doing? Happy Sunday. I hope your weekend's going well. I'm having a nice Sunday morning. We've got like humid, warm, rainy weather here. It is muggy and it is wet. But you know, it's not cold. I appreciate not being freezing. Got a new keyboard and mouse. Very nice. Congratulations. Not at all. Do love arms. Have oscillated between mating prod or arms, depending on what's needed. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hallucinated the Fury thing. My goodness. Oh, almost. Song. I don't know where I got that from. Here we go. That staff is probably another one of the traffic lights. It is. It's the yellow one. I love these things. I don't know what my favorite color of them is. I have a few. And I can disenchant that. Keep it forever. Lots of people. Lots of things to remember. Arms and prop. Arms and prop. I'm going. Ah, there it is. Okay, there's the Dark Hues Precipitant. Oh, I've seen that up before. I've seen that up before. I just didn't make it in time. I might have actually killed it before, now that I think of it. I think I've killed this before. I've just, like, kind of wandered by and seen it going. Yeah, because it's the one up here. Oh, I'm learning. That would make sense. Okay, I just kind of figured it was a regular rare. Surge in 5 minutes. Oh, how do you know? I believe you, but, like, is there a weak core that's tracking it? Is it on a timer? I don't know if I don't think I need to do it. It's every 30? Oh. Map shows timers now. Maybe an add-on? Rename custom. Find a group. Dark Fuse Precipitant. Oh, lots of people doing market research. I guess it's the first day of the buff. I tagged it! I tagged it! No good. Okay, no luck. 20 market research. Thank you. Alright, that was spooky. My summony thingy. Oh, it's soulbound. Okay, so I can save that to summon. It looks like once per day per character. So what I should do is I should do this on all of my characters. Yeah, because I have more. What are we leveling them for if not stuff like this? Sounds good. I'm going to leave Inksy here. I'll get on bopping. I'll need to pull a couple resonance crystals, but we can do that. Come out here, find a group, go for it all. Do you still play disc? I have never played disc. You might be thinking of somebody else. Quest log, there's an event timer. Alright, bop it time. That's pretty good. Nice to keep an eye on it, especially when you're trying to just get the surge pricing done for your weekly. How did you all get 637? Delves. Just delves. I haven't done a single key. I guess I filled a couple of slots with veteran gear with undercoins from the delves that I did. But I did weekly boxes to get my 4 keys. I picked up more keys from each of the rep vendors. And then I did 8 delves. And then you get a map in one of them. Or you know, you can summon it with a Wave Scrambler if you need to. That gives you a hero piece, and then you're going to get a bunch of champion pieces, and you just have to hope that they land in different item slots. And then you can fill in veteran pieces. You'll get at least 2 veteran pieces from those weekly chests that gave you the keys. And I also bought a couple of them with under coins. And you can try world bosses and stuff too, but I really just did delves. I could even buy more coffer keys with more under coins, but I'm not going to worry about it. I filled in a couple of slots with these. These you can buy on other characters as well. If you have lots of under coins in a different character, you can buy these and send them over. Get this Spelunkin then. Yeah. Nice. Alright, I'm going to Undermine to... Here, let me pull 100 resonance crystals. Thankfully, it's resonance crystals and not market research. Just to buy the thing to maybe summon it. I guess I could also just mooch, is a possibility. We'll see how often mooching works out. Story mode Gallywix helps a lot. If you're willing to craft. I'm sure most people are. I wasn't. I'm cheap. I'm cheap and lazy. I did go to the Siren Isle and get my Siren Isle ring, though. That helps, too. That's like a 658 ring when you get it sorted out and upgraded. It was in us. It was... I'm gonna ask the person again. It's gonna take me a few tries to memorize the location of the exact sewer grate we're looking for here. You are not allowed to spend undercoin on things that are not Mog. You're not allowed to tell me what I'm not allowed to do. It'd say Sunday Daily Blind this week. This past like week and a half have been very hard for me. Has been very hard for me to identify the day because of the days that I missed. With Wednesday, and then I think I missed another day in the week previous. Dark Fuse Solutions. It's been... it just completely threw off my internal calendar. Yeah, I knew it was up there. Okay, so it's gonna... So you get at it... Okay, kind of right in the middle. Right in the middle of that little chunky. There we go. Get to this big saw looking thing, and then it's the next one over. Forge looking thing, very angry little teapot. I guess it would be a large teapot. I'm trying to figure out what to call that. Indeed Sunday, or as Hazel would say, my Friday. That is technically true. That is technically true. I've got a busy couple of months ahead of me. Just 1 or 2 things going on. So then we talk to him and we say, hello, excuse me. I'm just gonna buy a canister just to have it. It's only 100. It's only 100. And then we'll go out to the spot. Which was like, what, here-ish? I could also, it would be a good idea efficiency-wise to grind market research today, maybe in a farm group, and turn it all in while the Darkmoon Faire is up this week. I don't want to do that. That sounds really boring. I would rather level another alt, despite the fact that I have lots of alts. Oh, hey. And I kind of thought what I would do for my next alt. I want to play a warlock. And I want to make either a female human or a female undead. And I was thinking what I could do is I could literally customize and create and pick a name out for both, and then have some way to choose between them. You know, maybe vote on it once I've kind of like made them and given them a little bit of a energy. Yeah, so that might be a fun thing to do today. I was playing around with character customization last night. I don't really have name ideas yet. But I was playing around with character customization last night. Both of them have lovely shades of pink hair available, which is fun. Alright, any groups for Precipitant? I guess what I can do is I can start one. Dark Fuse. Precipitant. Warm mode off, because I have the thing. What about girl? Too bad you can't make your character's duel to determine the winner. Book-like UI. I use an add-on called Dialogue UI that makes the dialogue screen, like the quest screen, or when you're talking to an NPC, look a lot more readable and bigger. And that's called Dialogue UI. Okay. That's probably good for... Recommend for 5+ players? Should we do... Eh, we had 3 last time. I believe. Oh, do you have to do something? Agitated contaminant. It's at a 0%. Oh, I haven't done this before. It was up already. Pollutants quarantined. Micropollutants? Okay, okay. This is a new one to me. What else do you... There must be a tool. How are people doing that? I think I'll just do a group of 5. I don't think I'll raid group it up. Do I walk through it? This is news to me. Oh, there's some more baby ones. Have that one. That's why I want the rest of my UI to look like that. Oh, okay. Wasn't even... Yeah, the new patch zone is awesome. There's all kinds of stuff to do. It's really fun. If you decide to play the patch, I recommend turning on voice acting, having dialogue sound on, because the characters are just really fun. Okay. Alright. We're in business. We can do this on this character. I could technically, I have more 80s. I have 2 extra 80s. Both of them hunters. I could move them out here purely for the purpose of doing this. Whether or not I pick up a canister ahead of time, I guess depends on how generous I'm feeling. Man, if it's going to take me like 50 tries, 100 resonance crystals a try sounds kind of steep. This has a chance to drop a mount. It has a chance to drop the spy copter mount. The Dark Fuse Spy Eye, this thing. Oh, somebody got it! Awesome. Congrats! So, I think... They're excited. I think what I'm gonna do is leave this character here and kind of hope that I can, like, mooch on next time. And if not, then we can always go buy another thing. Alright. I'm going to bring another character over. That's me! Congratulations! That's awesome! That's amazing. I can't be too jealous. I only started farming today. This was my first day. That was my second chance. Okay. I think I will, well, we'll do Anthus next. But then we can, dig up. They won't be very, powerful because they won't be in current season gear, but I have 2 other hunters that are 80 that I can take to undermine. Glad I made it to stream today. Nice. Okay. Should I have him pick up a thing? I think I might. I might just. I'm buying a lot of the summoning things today, and then I feel like tomorrow, if I get on to play and do this, I guess I'll be off stream tomorrow. If I get on to play and do this, I'm gonna probably see if it's possible. Well, it's gonna be a weekday. I don't know how likely the mooching is gonna be. Okay, so you go right here. It's the sewer that's right by the big red angry looking thing. And then I am sure I have stolen all his resonance crystals, so he's gonna need 100 back.
Keep it down.
Gonna buy our canister of Dark Fuse solution.
Watch your back.
Hello, hello. How you doing? I'm doing a little quick mount farm today because I just got started with my Dark Fuse rep. Oh, it's a glass of garbage. Wonder if I can make it in time. Depends on if people are, nah, it's dead. Boosted a Worgen Druid going resto. Named and designed my character after my dog IRL. Aww. That's cute. Especially for a druid. I was about to have a brain moment and ask what class your druid was going to be, and then it occurred to me that that's silly. That's just silly. Yeah, we're gonna custom, find a group. It looks like the canister is basically always up, which is nice. I was a bit worried that that would not be the case. Dark Fuse. Precipitant. At least, it's only 100 crystals to buy the thing. Boss can be spawned infinitely. Yeah, that's nice. Someone said weekly and not daily. Maybe weekly's reasonable. Weekly chance in the amount per character, okay. Weekly lockout per character. Seems to be weekly, okay. So that will make this less long. Although apparently even level 70s can do it, although I don't know, they'd have to get summoned or something. Moose would be a good druid name. If Moose was a high mountain tauren, it might be a little too on the nose. On the antlers. 1 in 20? I guess I can start the thing, because it's not like it's gonna spawn the boss, like, immediately. And people might show up as well. I want to figure out, what do I do for this? I'm standing in it. Is there a tool that I can loot somewhere? There is. There's powdered depollutant. Throw it in an agitated contaminant. And then... Can I turn it in then? Yes, I can. Okay, so that's worth 6% for doing that. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're learning. I think I just didn't pick up the item for it before. The little ones were a little easier. Yeah, I can do this 5 times a week pretty easy. I'm sure I could work 80s out here, but I'm just, or 70s, but I'm just gonna do my 80s. I think. It's funny that we're working so hard to get the things out from around the pool when the entire middle thing is just black sludge. It seems like it would be pretty doable. This is a vacationer. This is a bleak spot for a vacation. Also, that's a Gilblin. That's cute. Noted the new unavailable name pop up. Even inactive character, something to that effect. Yeah, I like that it tells you what is and isn't available. Makes it kind of easy to trial out names. Sometimes you can get things that you'd be very surprised that you wouldn't think would be available at all. Come on, ma'am. Is it a lucky, lucky, lucky Sunday? Da, 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 da. No. Oh, somebody else got it. 2 people got it. Both other people in my group got it. Congrats. Oh. It is tradable, but I imagine people wouldn't be in the group doing it unless they needed them out. Alright. Anthus, you can stay here. That bodes well for the drop rate, right? It's not too bad. We just need it to be my turn. And by we, I mean me. Sometimes I use the royal we a lot in areas where it really doesn't make sense. I don't know if I'm just like I've been a brand too long, so I just think of myself as a corporation despite the fact that I have a staff of me. Spent last night playing WoW and enjoying your last 3 videos to catch up. Oh, thanks, Milligram. Delight is contagious. Oh, wonderful. We have other 80s. We've got 2 more. We've got this one. And her gear is not going to be so good, but it's fine. We don't need to do anything big. There'll be other people fighting the rare as well. I'm pretty sure I can even, yeah, because the rep is totally account wide. You know, I prefer this over Kurakta. I would rather spend 100 resonance crystals and guarantee summon something than try to, I would rather do that than just like have to hang around and spam Group Finder and look for it to spawn again. So I will pick up the item. Now that I've learned where the quartermaster is, I don't think I can forget now.
Let's show them some quality samples.
You know, famous
And
last
they'll
words.
come running for more.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need to pull currency. I actually have some resonance crystals. That's nice. Here. One. I'll even buy an extra one. I don't want to buy too many of them because it might come out that what if it drops? Then I won't need it anymore. And we're even starting to learn where we're going here. We go this way. Getting a little bit distracted by scrap. Don't mind me. It's just like, you know, it's right here. They could use my help.
Oh, for the lover. Get that out of here.
I think the main reason that I have for doing scrap now is just market research. Or, you know, miscellaneous mechanica from the Galagio garbage if it comes up. This character is only item level 600. She's in season 1 gear. She doesn't have any new gear. Hazel, hello. Hello, Scarlet. How are you? Happy Sunday.
You're gonna let that stop you? Fix it. What's the damage?
I hope you're having a lovely day. Good. What about you? I'm doing okay. I'm stressed, but I'm doing okay. I am vaguely treading water.
Done scrapping this one.
Surfing, if you will. I don't know if there's going to be any sales in WoW anytime soon. The only ones that I really like know you can rely on are generally like a pre-holiday sale, and we're ways away from that. As long as you're alive, that's good. This is true. I can confirm being alive. Oh, is it up actually? Is somebody doing it already? Oh, turn around. Oh, drive better. You gotta go up these stairs. Around this corner. Over this hill. Okay, it's not this one. I saw there was a rare up, but it's Form and Gut, so I was getting confused. Okay, so we made it to the spot. Let's see if anyone's doing it. Doesn't look that way. Although there's always people ready to join, so I wonder if it's not such an uncommon thing after all. Surfing the waves of life. Oh, look who it is. Fancy seeing you here. Here we can start cleaning. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Want to main a demon hunter out of no other reason than they seem fun in horrific visions? I would say that's a good enough reason. Although, I would say that if you want to play a character, that is your reason. You don't need to keep justifying it if you don't want to. Heaven knows I don't. I want to play a blank. Why? I don't know. I want to. What's it to you? When in doubt, just get really offensive and put on an accent. Or get offended, pardon me. Not offensive. Do not put on offensive accents when in doubt. That's bad advice. Demon Hunters have always looked so much fun. Just can't get behind class fantasy. Yeah, they seem a little too twitchy for me to play. I've never been like a jumpy melee kind of player. I know lots of people really like playing like that. It's never been me. When 11.5 comes out, never touch Undermine. Oh, really? I feel like I'm never going to escape this place because there's just going to be so many things that I need. And I need all of them. They're fun. Okay. This one. And this one. Do, 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 do. At least it gives you something to do while you're kind of like waiting for people to join your group. Any more of them? Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna go above 5. I don't think it matters, but it'll just make me feel better to not push it that far. I'll be summoning more of them. I've got at least one more character to do. And we can do this once a week. Come on, luck. Drum roll. Da-da-da. We did it! No need for next week. I'm actually not summoning anymore. JK. Woo! So sick. Dark Fuse Spy Eye. Nice. Alright, well that's done. Job done. Mission accomplished. This character's getting out of here. That was the good luck you needed. I want to check out the man special. That is so convenient. Now I don't have to do that anymore. I was like just getting into that. Okay, I've got these characters. I can move them out here. I can buy this thing. I know exactly where it is. And then bada bing, bada boom, we're done. Slash mount special. Oh no! Watch out! Easy peasy streamer luck. Pretty good. Alright, lovely. Can't complain about that. Now what? I think I was gonna do the warlock thing. So I'll dress the elephant in the room. I have 2 level 70 warlocks already. I'm not planning on using either of them. Despite Boy being iconic and this one existing, I want to play a human or an undead. So I'm gonna actually make both of them, and then I think we're gonna vote. Just until you go back to Farmlock from Undermine. Because I can't think of anything else that I like need to do right now, like this week. And I could level with the Darkmoon Faire buff. So the human warlock, I was gonna do, let's see. They have, humans have such great hair colors. They've added more of them. And a lot of them remind me a lot of the colors that I used to dye my hair. This green, I swear to God, is the exact same green that I had for BlizzCon 2019. And then this purple I had at one point as well. I didn't do the dark blue or the light blue. The pink kind of reminds me of Panzer's hair. I did do pink at one point, but it was never quite that bright. Yeah, you can have like pointy ears now too. I think for my warlock, it's kind of hard to tell, and I kind of hate that I can't hide this hood right now for the armor because it's sort of clipping with her hair. Purple is obviously a very warlock color. Green kind of is as well. Both of those make sense, and this one kind of reminds me of that hair that I had that one time. But I love the pink a lot, so I don't really know. Yeah, I had a wig of the green hair that was meant to kind of mimic the original one. I still have it somewhere. So that's that. Look at all the... There's 26 eyebrow options that we can use here. That's crazy. So I was kind of playing around with this, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Hairstyle wise, there's some really nice ones. Hey look, it's me. There's some nice ones that are newer. I do kind of like this long one, and I appreciate that it's a newer one, but I can't kind of get away from just really liking this with the one side tucked behind her ear. I think that's nice. It's like a kind of a classic one, but you could do it in the new color. We've got different makeup options. I don't think I would match her eyes to her hair. I think that's too much. I think we would do like green eyes if we were gonna do that. And then we would do... maybe not. Maybe like that. Hazel guard. I like the pink. Have you done the green fire? I did it back, like way back in the day. I don't know if it's... I don't think it's like account wide though, unless they changed it. I did it, there was like a really old stream VOD from when they first came out with it. It was hard. So it would be something kind of like this. Yeah, she can have pointy ears. I think that's fine. Honestly, she's a little bit washed out. I would probably want to change either her makeup or... I don't know about that big contour. Feel like Ghost. It is not account wide. Yeah, I probably won't end up getting it on her. I think with the eyebrows, the less you think about it, the better off you're gonna be. There's a point at which we've just worried about it too much. I could also make her blind, which is an option. She can have single or both blind eyes. If I did that, I think it's kind of nice with the green, actually. There's also like a... Do I want them both to have pink hair? The purple definitely looks way nicer on this character. The pink is not suiting her terribly well, but it's just, it's nice, but it's really bright. Alright, that's one. What do I want her name to be? This is problem. Because I'm going to make two. I'm going to make a human and an undead. They're going to have to. One will survive. My main thing that I typically do, especially for like kind of female humans, female undeads, even elves, is lots of vowels. Lots of vowels. Typically 3 syllables. I might give them similar names, actually. Because I used to do a lot of names like that. Like, that was my undead priest back in the day. That name might be taken because I might still have it. It's also Allison, but, like, spelled crazy. I don't like it. It's short, but I don't like it. I actually would prefer something longer. Girl! That would be very funny. While I appreciate the energy of name suggestions, I am really stubborn in that I will exclusively use names that I came up with. I never take suggestions for names. I'm annoying that way. It also takes me like 20 minutes to come up with them. And they're not going to be wildly good. I did check to see if girl was taken. Yeah, okay. I will probably... Do I want to Exile's Reach? Do I want Northshire Valley? I feel like they're... I want a Northshire because I want to get my Darkmoon Faire buff as soon as possible. Alright. So that's one option. And then let's make our undead. I know people like the fresh one without the bones. I kind of love the bones sticking out. I think that's part of what makes them so iconic. And I want her to be cute, but not too cute, you know? Take hours to make new tunes. Right hair, name, lore. Does the name match the look? Weird like that. Yeah, she can have pink hair too, and I think it honestly suits her a little better. I actually really like this this pink color on undeads. I think it's really fun. Also, this is this is me in the morning. If I don't have my hair all pinned down. Oh. This is a classic one. Couple of nice ones. I think that's the move. And then if we take none, and then we make sure we like our face, and then we can go back and we can put stuff over top of it. It's not super often you see somebody walking around with, like, one of their really gnarly faces. She needs a good story. Walking Dead. It's a good pink, yeah. Am I really gonna do the, that face? This is probably a little too... I mean, this is very pretty, but it's a little too pretty. I think even if I do that and I give her total rot, I think it's still a little... I mean, it's nice. It just... Also, you can always go back and change it later if you want to give her like a facelift. I kind of like that, actually. The mouth was bothering me, how like the corners are pulled up, but it makes sense that her face would be a little distorted. Because I want her to definitely look a little... 9's fine too. It's like kind of a middle ground between like super glam and completely decayed. I think 8 and 9 are both, or 7 and 9 are both nice. There we go. That's good. Alright. And then I'm pretty sure that's the hair that we're doing. Yeah. So then her name... it may come out very similar to the other name. Sarcastic smile. Fits the Forsaken personality. Hello? Can she be Viv? She cannot be Vivian. She could be Evelana. Can we do it with 2, 1A? Could do it with 9 too. 8 is too much. Kind of like that actually. That's cute. Eveline. She used to be a hand model and look at her now. Alright, we have Evalier and we have Eveline. Sat next to an old man on a plane in his 80s. His phone rings and he answers with the exact perfect undead hello, and then follows it up with, "This is John, and you are?" Evil alien. Alright. One of these is my new warlock ult. Let's see which one looks nice on the campfire screen. So there's the undead. Actually, maybe we should move Boppin so that we have a little bit of symmetry here. There's the undead. Or there's the human. Alright. Are we ready? You want to vote? Which one? Which one is it going to be? I think we're going to choose before we know any demon names. I'm going to make a little poll. A new poll. No, these are the 2 options. Which warlock? Do 3 minutes? There you go. Alright. I saw a Nissan Rogue the other day and someone put an undead sticker over the word rogue. Nice. F's in chat for boy. Yeah, I just wanted another character that was... I wanted a Clothy that was a little taller. So here is a refresher. This is the human. This is the undead. Human. Undead. Those are what we're voting for. I am going to take my break, and when I come back, we will find out who won, who the new alt is, and we can get it started. BRB. Alright, what's the verdict gonna be? Forsaken by just a couple of votes. 53%? Maybe if we all say Tide shall fall for it. I guess I didn't really think about what I would do if it tied. You level both? Alright. Eveline. Oh yeah. I can't believe 3 of these 4 characters are Horde. It was 50-50 for a while. Aw, got my undead vote in early. I think I was tiny bit hoping for undead, but I really liked them both. Otherwise, I wouldn't have put them as options. Like how the Mog sits in the human, but I like the character presence that the undead has. Yeah, I think the undead has a little more personality. And I think there's going to be some nice mods. You influence the vote by leaving the undead screen up. Oh, man. You just have to level both. It's undead time. So let me see. Add-ons. Edit mode here. What do we do first? We put on my regular UI. We probably turn on auto loot. And then we're gonna turn on some more action bars. That's usually pretty good. I'm gonna have 25% extra experience because I've leveled 5 characters to 80 now. Toggle details off. There's Will of the Forsaken. There's that one. There's that one. We can map to everywhere all at once. We can get some heirlooms going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 ring. 2 rings. 2 trinkets. A neck piece. Those will take me at least to level 69. I'm currently level 1. We're starting from the very beginning. And I think I might have a little battle pet with me. Is Demon a battle pet family? No, it's magic, isn't it? Anybody good? Anybody cute? We could have a little cross gazer. A little ball, maybe. Or ball-y'all. Good. We can't mount just yet. And also, as soon as we get to 10 and we get out of here, I think I could probably get out of here even faster, but I think pretty early on we will get into, whatchamacallit? We're gonna get into a Darkmoon Faire buff, too. We need to go into the grave. What did he name her? Her name is Eveline. Let's come up with a title. We have Abominable. We have a noob. Always fun. We've got various professor titles. I don't know what spec I'm going with yet. I was gonna kind of... Also, did you know this thing looks around? Look at him go. I do have a chauffeur. That's a good idea. Karasan graduate. We have chef, buccaneer, cataclysm enthusiast. Crypt keeper. That's a good one for now. Like that. Well, maybe a little bit more of an undead one. Yeah, let's get our chauffeur Mechano Hog on our bar for just the moment. Because once we get to 10, then we can mount, and then we can fly. I forget I have a driver for the very beginning. I decided not to do XL's Reach, because I don't know, this seems like more fun. Seems a little bit more classic. Humans look nice, but I feel like I get bored of them. I like humans a lot. I like female humans, but I'm actually really excited to have the undead racials. Because when she gets to doing delves, whenever that may be, she doesn't need to get any kind of a water breathing potion or nothing. I had a bit of a bug, I suppose it might have been, where I was doing the sinkhole last night and I used my Noggin Fogger elixir, but I wasn't getting my water breathing, and I was like, did they change it? Because... You know, I put a lot of work into getting that potion. It was a lot of reputation and resonance crystals. But then it did start working, so I wonder if it was just bugged for a second. Favorite mount in terms of the dragon riding animations? You know, I actually don't. I don't think that I do. One reason I like my female Drakthir, I can be a part-time human.
My blades stay sharp.
Oh yeah, I guess the females are kind of a human-esque model. I forgot about that. I had a female Drakthir for a while, too. I'm looking forward to getting her into Mog territory, but we got to get through 10 levels first. What else do we have? We can be a demon slayer and really keep the demons in line. You know, I don't have any pets yet.
And
Here's level 3. Oh, I can summon my imp. We're going to find out who are you. Also, I think Kitty stink bombed me, so just like 1 sec, sorry. Okay. What else does she have? She could be a fun gal. A Grizzly Hills hiker. I forgot about that one. That's hilarious. Honorary council member if you want really long. Oh, man. Karazhan graduate. Yeah, yeah.
What now?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Her pet. Her imp. Who is it? Da-da-da. His name is Zilkal. Zilkal. I'll take it. I mean, I was always going to take it. I'm not going to reroll any of my names. Even if they're awful, I'm just going to let them grow in me. Need the hiker one. I wonder if it was from the anniversary vendor for time walking badges. I think that might have been where I got it during the 20th anniversary event. There was a couple of fun ones on that vendor. Oh man, it's been a while since I've done post-Kata. It's been a while since I've done post-Kata Death Knell. I was like, I don't remember picking up bodies, but now I do. Coming back to me. We don't have any talents yet. I was like, well, I need to choose my talent points, but I don't have any. Silkal, are you helping? You are helping. That's good. I feel like I'm in heirlooms. I really should just be multi-dotting. To the best of my ability. Undead Demo Warlock was the second kind of character I ever made, so this is very cozy and nostalgic for me. The final main that I had before I finally picked Priest, the last one I had before the one that I have now, was an undead Destra Warlock in Mop. Because late Mop, early WoD was when I picked up my Gnome Priest and I started playing Priest full-time. But before then, I would switch characters pretty often, and the last stint that I had was on an undead Warlock specifically. I used to come back to undead casters pretty often. I would play an undead Priest, I would play an undead Warlock. I forgot about this body quest too. I forgot about Darnell. He's like a whole character. Doing a whole thing. What is it that they have marked for me here? There we go. What is that? Unending Resolve. That is a defensive, it looks like. Should go maybe on like one of the turtle buttons. Plus I can look at, I can learn a little bit about my Warlock spells as we level. Do you remember how insane Chaos Bolt was in Mop? The thing wrecked people and it was like the green demon face. A little bit. A little bit. I didn't PvP really at all. Okay. Yeah. Already level 5. I'm gonna go talk to Lillian. This is where she started. I wonder what's putting that red marker on my map. Like the Death Knell marker. It's a bit strange. There's a little, oh, she's upstairs. That's right. She's not ready to be undead yet. What Heart of the Aspect online? Do agree the drakes are pretty cool. Like how the moose mount looks while dragon riding. Yeah, once I get to 10, I have a Heart of the Aspect. We can check it out here. Never got to max level. Don't have my own PC, but looking forward to revisiting the start results. Nah, not a big melee person. I've had the very brief stint with it here and there when I'm just for the novelty of it, but I'm a ranged at heart. I like healing and I like ranged DPS. Anytime that I've been tanking or playing melee, it's really just to prove that I can. It's not something I do for fun on purpose. Although I have been having a lot of fun on the Ret Paladin recently this week. I got a Paladin to 80 and I did some Ret and Delves and that was really fun. I just tried to hit the button that zooms me when I'm in my other car. I just tried to hit my turbo boost. It didn't do anything. Oh. Okay.
What is it?
Scavengers and Dusk Bats. Page? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it seems like it takes me basically 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, to gear a character up as far as I'm happy to. And it's kind of fun just kind of doing that. So maybe I'll do a little bit of everything. Maybe I'll get one of each. Set up, pick out a spec for each one. It's not like I need to play them at a particularly high level of mastery. Plus, it's nice to have extra 80s for farming stuff, as I found out when we farmed the Dark Fuse, the Skycopter. The spy... What is it called? I just got it today. It's a spy something. It is called the Dark Fuse Spy Eye. That's what it's called. Dark Fuse Spy Eye. Computer went completely toast this week. Ordered stuff to build our PCs. Kind of unfortunate couldn't get the GPU we wanted. Right. Excited to have one that works. Hey, working is the #1 priority. Oh, man. Mount stats and rarities. That one is Mount Journal Enhanced. Trying to learn Fire feels so weird compared to Arcane and Frost. Rogue was the most melee I ever did. Man, my Rogue era is going to be weird. I feel like I can see my companion pet, but like my pet, I feel like I'm not noticing him at all. I think I'm going to turn on names, maybe. Interface. Minions. Yeah, his name. Maybe my name, I don't know. Honorary council member. Just to see how goofy I look in my title. Oh, it's possible to upgrade the GPU in the future. Take what I can get for now. Exactly. Exactly. Hi, sweetie. Aw. How you doing? Okay, we did our dusk bat wings. Too bad you don't get paid for the add-ons. I think it's enough of a struggle for add-on developers to get paid, let alone pay affiliate revenue. I think it's all right. I do okay. I appreciate my Twitch subs and my YouTube members and every view and comment we get. They add up. They mean a lot. They're letting me do something pretty cool. Okay, spider time. This way. Do I have any new buttons to use yet? They've given us Curse of Weakness, which I kind of don't want to bother with. I guess I'll put it on one of these other bars. I'll stick the Demon Summon bar here as well. Okay. Good. Loved my rogue until they changed combat to outlaw. That was a while ago now, yeah. I remember that being a big deal. I just never played enough combat rogue before because I was very confused about what they were meant to be doing. They felt like warriors, but like weird ones. This is not classic. This is retail. I'm starting a brand new retail alt, and I decided to play through the old starting zone. But this version of the zone is Kata era. But this is War Within patch. 11 point something or another. Let's do a little multi-dotting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I was gonna use my my defensive that they gave me, my brand new defensive, but it doesn't look like we're gonna need it. So nice to resurrect combat, miss it dearly. Also preferred combat. Feel like I rarely see an outlaw rogue. They had a big moment. Gosh, I forget how long ago it was, but I remember Roll the Bones being just a huge deal. And my raid, and maybe it's just because we had an outlaw rogue in my raid, but like it was very noticeable when he would get a really good roll because his numbers would be just insane for a while, and it would balance out over time. But when the rolls were good, the rolls were really good. It was a very hit and miss RNG kind of spec. I don't remember what era that was. Maybe it still is like that. I don't know. Wouldn't be so itchy if it weren't so heavily reliant on RNG. Built around opportunity procs. What's BTE? Is that like a rogue ability, or is that like a game phrase that I just don't know about? Okay, we're gonna back up out of here. Between the eyes. Oh. Killing spree and rogue feels horrible to use. The correct way to play at that point was to basically roll over and over again. I can see how that would have been annoying. Okay, this is fun if you time it right. Killing spree. Thank you. Heavy on crit, because there's some abilities where their crits do 4 times crit damage. Hi, kitty cat. How you doing? How you doing? You warm enough? Happy. I'm excited about my new character.
I am forsaken.
My new thing. I always think I'm gonna get into Warlock, and this is a great chance for me to try to get into Warlock while it's still pretty low stakes. Like, if I get to 80 and I'm playing Delves and I'm just not into it, I don't have to take it any farther than like a week. And I'll still have leveled it and gotten it geared and stuff and have a new 80 to use. In Legion, I was learning how to make weak auras. When the outlaw I ran with rolled a 6, I had a saxophone blare at me, which meant pull everything. That's funny. I love that. We need 8 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll use my little cooldown. Oh, it's only 6 seconds. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, between my pet damage and my dot, I can basically kill them in 1 dot. Although I am kind of flirting with death here. That's probably about as much as I can deal with. Do I have like a cookie or something? Well, not like a warlock cookie, but like anything to eat? No, I'll just regen. I will just do this the old-fashioned way. I like how I have soul shards, but they're not for anything yet because I'm level 6. I don't know what spec I'm gonna do. I think maybe Affliction, maybe Destro, maybe both. Might be nice to kind of learn both a little bit. At whatever time it is that I get it finished leveling, I may take a look and see kind of what's meta, what's recommended for like delves, because that's probably going to be a large chunk of the content that I'm doing. Yeah, new alt. He's finally playing my class. Tend towards assassination because I play Priest and I like the playstyle of dots. I liked that as well. I also felt like in the era that I was playing Rogue, assassination made a lot of sense to me because the builders and spenders seemed very straightforward. I never really quite figured out what subtlety was doing. All I really knew about subtlety was that it did extra damage out of stealth, but that's only something that happens once a combat. And obviously you can re-stealth in combat in subtlety, and there's other things that they do, but like I didn't really read beyond that tagline, and I'm like, well, that's silly, and then I just didn't bother with it. I wrote it off just like this priest. I'm sure they do other things other than just stealth, but that's all I knew about the concept for the spec. Hard to explain it the way it works. Quite subtle. Wish I liked demo, but I feel like I always underperform. Mashing buttons and the tooltips matter. Hands are chilly. I guess we could put her layer back on. Try not to slap my cat with my coat. Sub is so hard for me, but I feel like I'm just smashing my keyboard. Maybe I should, as a challenge, if I do play a rogue, I should spec her as sub and just keep her that way and force myself to figure out what on earth is going on with them. Ooh, hellstones! Okay, I can make one. And then I can put it on my bar. I'll put it on my normal hellstone keybind, which is Shift 7. The assassination just feels more straightforward. I 1000% agree.
What is it?
I'm so excited for 10 because I'm gonna be able to buy. I'm gonna be able to transmog. I'm gonna be able to mount up and get myself some bags right away. It'll be good. It'll be good. It's fun doing these zones again too. Is it cold? A little bit cold. It's not freezing out, but I tend to get really chilly while I'm streaming because I'm just sitting sedentary. Like I'll start out my stream feeling fine, but by the time I get an hour in or so, I'm usually like, my extremities are starting to really lose it. I have an electric foot heater that I have my feet in now that's great, and I use that to keep my feet from getting too cold, but there's not a lot that can be done for my hands because I'm using a mouse and keyboard. I have hand warmers, but you're supposed to hold them, and you can't really do that while using a mouse and keyboard, so. My toe oven, yeah. That quest add-on is called Dialogue UI. You're already level 7! Yeah. We're I like leveling, and I wanna make a good job of doing it. Not like maximum speed or anything, but fast-ish would be kind of cool. Why am I? Yeah. Torture was playing sub rogue, so I could get sub artifact weapon back in Legion. Oh man, if I move and I'm broke, I may end up having to layer up a lot to keep warm instead of running too much heat. I'm gonna be one of those people that's like, you know what? I don't have icicles in my eyebrows. We're fine. 1.5 hours, 1 to 80. That's probably faster than I could manage, personally. I'm probably not going to do anything super cheesy. Although, you know what I could do, actually? I have some drafts. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I think I'm too chicken. But I have some drafts of the wins or whatever. They don't work above level 49. So they would be for lower level leveling. But they give you, like, extra experience. They're from, like, the old WoD mission table or something. I'm probably going to get her urban mining. I typically do that for leveling, and I like it quite a bit. Let's go get our Murloc for our lonely friend here, Cedric Colston. So we need to wound him but not kill him. So I'm just going to let him be dotted, and I'm just going to spam the item. Nope. Okay. I'm going to instead passive pet. Use my dot. Because he needs to be wounded. I'm just going to let the dot tick down. There we go. Perfect. And then we take him back. I used to have trouble with this where the mob would get away from me if I flew, but I don't have flying yet, so I should be fine. Heard you say urban mining, partially heard urban mining. Was like, what's that? That's the forbidden thing where you're stripping copper out of construction sites. Not recommended. Leveling kind of old school WoW feeling. Really chilling. It's nice. Heard the same. Herbalism. Is that Murloc coming? I might have lost him. See if he catches up. That's annoying if I manage to lose him without even flying. I might have lost him. I don't see him. I'll pop my nose back in the turn-in just to see. But I have a bad feeling I'm going to need to go get him back. I don't have to do this quest, but I do because it's cute. He's lonely in his old age. He needs a companion. Use a leash on a Murloc. You'll have to weaken it first and then bring it back to me. You work hard your whole life, and what do you get? Killed by a plague. It's terrible. It's just terrible.
Hello. Remember, patience, discipline.
Yeah. I distinctly do not have a Murloc with me, so I'm probably going to need to get another one, and I'm going to need to actually walk it back. Anyone know how Arcane Mage is? The mage in my guild specs Arcane for some dungeons. Some dungeons, and I don't know which ones, and I don't know what qualifies them as such, but some dungeons are designated Arcane dungeons. So it's definitely playable. Arcane's great. I'm kind of dreading my mage era if we do this for each class. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to play a mage. They have, I mean, I guess Warlock also has 3 different damage specs, but I guess I'm a little bit more familiar with them. I never figure out what mages do. I didn't take enough school. I'm not big brain enough. You need a kitty cat. Spellslinger's fun, pretty with all the purple shards and missiles. I think if I did a mage, it might do me a lot of good to start one from scratch and do it kind of like this, so where I'm getting like 1 spell at a time. Got to make a Nightborn mage. Nice. Maybe I'll do a human mage to make up for not having done a human warlock. Oh, sorry, buddy. Can you cast a fireball on that guy? Thank you. 2 more farmers. We give him Murloc. We bring him back to the lonely guy that got killed by a plague. We need some of this stuff too. I think at level 10. What's my favorite old... I mean, my favorite old leveling path used to be Tirisfal through Silverpine down into Hillsbrad. I would do most of Hillsbrad. And that was kind of like my route. Alright, so you go passive again. We'll do the same thing. Alright, he's coming. He's captured. I'm going to put a nice little target marker on him so that we don't lose him. Because he's not very fast. We're going to have to walk back. I can't believe I lost him before. I thought for sure he would come with me. Rude. I'm going to need sea cucumbers. This quest sounds awful. Finally got my Darkmoon dirigible. Congratulations! How reasonable is it to level a class you already have geared to 80 again just to switch the race, asking for me? Extremely reasonable. you're and you know what? It's economical. You're not spending money on a race chain. You're not giving into big microtransaction. Plus, what if you want to farm? What if you want extra 80s for farming? You know, nothing says they all have to be different races or classes. Maybe you like that class. I have 5 level 80s and 3 of them are hunters. I'm not even joking. All right, lovely. Done on that. I don't think this title's working for me. What else do we got? Lore Master's always good. Oh. Don't lose him. Don't lose him. I'm just gonna walk. Thanks for enabling me. Anytime. I got you. Had at one point 10 monks. 10! Did you tend to play the same spec, or were they spread out across the different specs? All of my hunters are Beastmastery Hunter. I think it can keep up with me if I'm walking, so I'm just going to auto-run my way in. When we get to Brill, we can pick up our herb mining. And the nice thing about that is you actually can sell the Peace Bloom and the Silverleaf and everything for not awful gold. All different. Nice. Monks are so much fun. I always want to love Mistweaver Monk because I love the aesthetic and the vibe of it. But I don't like the danger of being encouraged to fist weave. Here, I'm going to delete some of these things.
Hello.
The pain of loneliness is too much to bear. There you go. There you go. You feel better now, buddy? Look at him. Isn't he the most adorable thing? I feel more energetic already. That's me every morning when I finally drag myself out of bed and I see my puppy.
What now?
My moosey bear.
Watch your back.
Alright. I need to vendor some stuff. We're level 8. We're cruising. My friend has an entire account full of monks. You don't have to do fist weaving, but I get it. The fact that it's an option, I think, kind of freaks me out, because if it's an option, then there's always going to be some era sooner or later where it's the best option by such a margin that I feel silly for not doing it. I know that sometimes I'm kind of immune to that sort of thing, but sometimes I'm not. Warlock back in town. It's just that fast to gear. My paladin is 637 and he's done his dells for the week more or less, so I think he's chilling until next week. After reset, we'll have a bunch of dells to do across a bunch of different characters. And it's all good for Bran. Monk Mistweaving is so pretty with all the green and the mist. Count character limit is 65 these days, I think. New tune, what's the plan? Get to level 80 and get her to at least 640 or so. Probably in Delves. That's the dream. See if I like it. Need to feel the combat to be in the thick of melee. So I play a Holy Paladin. I like the spell animations a lot here. Shadowbolt looks pretty. PvE for sure, not PvP for me. My combat days are behind me. I'm retired. Yeah, I think I like this. I just want to stick myself in a big camp of stuff and just tab Shadowbolt. That's fun. Satisfying. Reminds me of Classic. Warlock was my main in hardcore. I loved hardcore Warlock. Still kind of do. Wanna like Holy Paladin? Struggling? Holy Paladin is one of those specs that I just never touch. There's just too many specs in the game for me, so if there's anything that I feel like I can write off, I just will. I need to, as soon as I get to level 10, buy some bags. I guess I can send her some gold. Actually, I could pick up some gold from the Warbank. I have some Warbank gold. Started the game as a paladin. Oh, Lillian, what happened?
What is it you ask?
I'm here to rescue you.
Do not linger.
Your father. Oh no. Such drama. Anything else I can get rid of here? Not me looking for something to delete that's worth less than 14 copper. It's just too much. Won't do. That's 14 copper I could keep. I had to rebind all the pally abilities to icons that weren't bubbles because I could not keep track. So like the ice block icon for immune. That's a really interesting strategy that I've never thought of. Like if you have a hard time parsing the icon for a spell, to just make a macro for that spell with a different icon. I've never really thought of that. Get a lot of peer pressure as a healer to be able to play all the healer specs. Based on your Hardcore Warlock streams, I recommended Hardcore Warlock to a new WoW player, and now she's addicted to WoW, and I blame you. Fantastic. That's what they call a legacy. Alright, am I gonna get the sea cucumbers? I think I am. At least I don't have to worry about drowning. That's nice. I can breathe underwater, or I just don't need to breathe. Same difference. Woo! Not gonna be very fast underwater, but that's okay. Just need 8 of them. I think you can also get these in the pond, but there's more of them over here. This is gonna be so nice for delves. I put my underlight angler on my priest, and I don't think it was giving me my water breathing. I was sad. I don't have the Callowak fishing pole on her. Whatever character I did Callowak on is long gone. I ground that rep back in Wrath, and I don't have those characters anymore. Now that you got the nature looking gear for the trading post, but you do a nature lock. Ooh. I hadn't really thought of it. I think if I was going to do that kind of thing, like sort of like a swamp witchy kind of warlock, I would do like a troll. I might sneeze. I don't want to. Sometimes life doesn't care. Fistweaving is a style of healing on Mistweaver Monk where you are doing damage in melee and healing people in the process, I think. Kind of like a melee version of Discipline Priest doing damage to heal people. Artifact fishing pole bugs out because of the transformation. Yeah, it wasn't doing me any good. But the Noggenfogger elixir, the unlimited Noggenfogger one that I have from Steamweedle, helped. Okay, we're getting real close to level 10. I'm gonna have to pick out what kind of mount I want to ride. It might be if I'm... Oh no, I can fly. I was gonna say I might put her on like a classic style undead horse. But no, I'm not. They can't fly, and I'm going to be allowed to dragon ride in just a hot second here. So I'm going to need to pick a flying man instead. I could do a bat. I might do a bat. Broom. Yeah, that's an option. Anniversary bat's pretty good. Want to see a swamp witch transplant now? Oh, hang on. There was a profession trainer back there. What was it? I don't know. Won't worry about it. Should have checked in. Alright, just 4 of these. And we're getting close to level 10. Leveling a new tune? Yeah! Starting from level 1 as well. I'm playing a warlock. I don't know what spec. I feel like maybe AF. If they're any AF or Destro maybe? If they're any fun at all? Let's go. What do Delve Warlocks like? Is there are they all pretty viable, or is there one that's like particularly effective and comfy for Delves? And like outdoor content? Affliction is love, affliction is life. Didn't Blizz want to try to make Holy Paladin a melee healer? They are melee. They do have some melee range or mid-range heals. I think Holy Paladins do like being in melee. Demo is best? I don't like it. Not the answer I wanted. Try again.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Destra is what I used. Oh, hey Gordo. You want some gloomweed? I think that guy's yeah, he's not doing so good. What is the profession trainer here? Oh, it's just a general profession trainer. Okay. So I can take my double gathering now. Lovely. That'll help with experience too. And it'll help her get a little bit of gold. Unfortunately, I currently have no.
Lady, watch over you.
Oh, we can at least backspace. We can at least kind of vendor some things here. Alright. If you want a holy caster, play priest, right? I do demo, sorry. Doesn't matter, just need the tank pet. Void Walker solid regardless, you can use an L3. Okay. I like demo as well. It's just, why was it? You know why I'm holding a grudge against demo right now? It's completely irrational. It's because when we were farming transmog out of AQ, I was not getting reputation with the Brood of Nozdormu because my Felguard was killing things before I touched them. So my Warlocks were coming out of that raid run with half rep. So I'm holding it against the Felguard as though it's his fault. That's why. That's why I don't want to play demo. I figured it out. I cracked the code. Good grief. You know, human brains. Very fair. Makes much sense. That was me and my Windwalker monk. Sounds demoralizing. I submitted a bug report because I thought it was broken. Because it wasn't happening to me on any of my other characters. Because even my hunter would have damaged things and tagged them with like multi-shot before my pets got there. Okay. What do you want to do over here? Escape from Gilneas? I don't see anything. We can head in a little bit towards town. You could argue that it is a bug. Yeah, and I submitted the report regardless. I feel like it's probably intended, though. There's probably some reason. I guess they don't really let you have aggressive pets anymore, so you probably couldn't, like, AFK rep farm old reps by letting your pet do it for you, but... Yeah, because you could still loot all of the things. You weren't... Like, you had a tag in terms of looting, you just didn't get the rep from them. But I didn't realize it was because of the pet at the time, so I was just like, this character's broken. My warlock doesn't work. I was big salty. 200 experience for every flower we pick here. I like how we've actually used the pumpkin bag. we're gonna get a reagent bag basically as soon as we can. I'll pull some gold. I won't make myself earn the gold for my bags. I'll just pull some gold and buy some basic bags as soon as I get to level 10 here. I could do it earlier if I made it to a auction house, but I'm gonna be able to mount up in one more level. Bags key.
What is it?
I could also buy a little herb bag for the meantime, but you know what? I'm gonna flip these. I think they're all worth more than that.
Embrace the shadow.
Embrace the shadow. So we'll pick up all of these, and I'm gonna set my hearth here. We have Leatrix plus automating quest turn in and pickup, which is nice.
And you
Makes it a little faster.
do not seek death. Trust no one.
I think what I'm gonna do when I get to level 10 is I'm gonna put a couple mounts on my bar. I'm gonna put the... I need to go up. Is there an up? It's a down. I'm gonna put the Transmog Yak, the Trader's Brutosaur. I don't know how I get up in that particular building, to be honest with you. I guess I could go downstairs and see if it's maybe like mislabeled. I don't... Oh, there is an up. I found stairs. I found stairs. Crisis averted. Don't mind me.
What now?
Navigating's never been my strong suit. Yeah, I like these starting zones a lot. I don't know if I love the Kata restyling of the undead buildings because I feel like it made them very Tim Burton. And it just makes it all feel a little bit Disney. It's a little Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a lot Nightmare Before Christmas. And I kind of miss when they were just genuinely kind of depressing, dilapidated houses that you could totally believe were falling down from disuse and disrepair. Forgot how much more human but dead they were. Yeah, exactly. They got a little goofy. All right, Darkhound. Those are Duskbats. We don't need those yet. I can probably go pick up the Duskbat wing quest over there. Oh, you know what I'm going to do too, at some point, fairly early hopefully, is pick up my Darkmoon Faire buff too. Once we get to 10 maybe, and we can fly, I can find a NPC somewhere that will port me to the Darkmoon Faire. I'll need to pick out a nice hearthstone to stick on our bar. Undead reminds me of a nurse manager we had. Yeah, I know. Going back for an XP buff for Darkmoon Faire is a little unlike me, but it's gonna be worth it. We got levels to grind. He's OP, randomizes the Hearthstone every time I use it. I can have Tome of Teleportation give me a random Hearthstone, which is what it's doing now. But I like picking out ones that kind of match the vibe of my characters. I might do Dominated. That's a nice one. I like that Dominated kind of puts a portal in front of you.
I am forsaken.
Headless Horseman is maybe a little bit too on the nose.
What is it?
Okay, so she wants the Duskbat pelts. We can do it. And then I'm also going to pick out a flying mount for her. Soaring Spell Tome, maybe? Maybe a bat. Maybe... I have this add-on that does it by family. She could do like a big bug. I have a lot of mounts. I bet I can find something. I just don't want to spend all day looking, but I also do want to spend all day looking, and I know I'm in danger of doing that. Sounds like a me kind of thing to do. Big bat. Are you gonna do green fire? I don't know. I kind of like purple fire. Red fire. Maybe I would do it again. What kind of demon mount maybe? There aren't very many of them. I don't have an Urzel. I don't even have the actually maybe I have the time walking one. No, I don't have the time walking one either. Out of luck on both of those. Also, they're horrifying. I do. There is a whole demon thing. Demon hounds, steeds, fellbats, demons. So they've got the infernals. A lot of these are not flying mounts. Some of them are. Most of these are ground mounts. I just remember how hard Green Fire was when it was new. I don't know if it's challenging anymore, if they scaled up the fight, or if you even still have to do the fight. I have no idea. I just remember that was my mage tower before the mage tower. I really struggled with that one. So I get 75 from these. So every herb that I pick is like kind of killing 2.5 mobs. I do have Headless Horseman. Did it last year? It was very easy. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do it then. A lot easier. The Warlock Mage Tower, bane of my existence. I don't think I did any of the challenges on Warlock. I think I squeaked out of it, which I guess would mean that I would not have the set. I don't know if I did any of them on Warlock. I can't remember. I just did as many as I needed for the Soaring Spell Tome, but I used a couple different classes for it. Morning, gamers. Good morning, Premade. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday. Cannot to this day do the Mage Tower. It's hard. It's really hard. But yeah, I did the book, but not the Feat of Strength, exactly. So I don't have all of the armor sets. There's definitely some classes I don't have it for. Okay, we got our Dusk Bat Pelts. We're 1 Darkhound Blood off of getting that done. I have not done double question mark underpin. I did single question mark. I'm waiting to get my brand fully leveled. I want to get my brand to 80 before I try it again. Warlock time. Did the enhanced challenge call it a day? 80 does seem long. I won't lie. I'm at 65, I think, now. It does seem long. But I'm also kind of engaged in working on some of the other Delve objectives, like the achievements and collecting things from them, so I'm engaged, I'm invested, I'm enjoying them. I do sometimes worry that I'm not interesting enough while I'm doing them to get away with doing like a million of them on stream. They're a little boring, but a lot faster than it was in Season 1. How do you get to the Mage Tower again? Yeah, new dollar on Broken Shore, maybe? I guess new but not newest, because newest Dalaran is just a bunch of rubble. Level 9 and a bit here. I am a female undead priest. Forsaken priest. Or not priest. Warlock. Female forsaken warlock. I'm so used to saying priest. It's just default. Pull more and make them more exciting, right? I probably should. I have a bad habit of pulling very conservatively in situations where I really don't need to. Think you're fine. I just want to have more to chat about, you know? I want to be better. I want to work on keeping a conversation. But I think we do fine. Different streams will have different energy. I think that's very normal. You're not going to have max energy every single day. Darkhound. I didn't realize this was called Darkhound Pounding. That's so violent. I wonder if this will do it. We're not going to benefit from an awful lot of rested, unfortunately. Not quite. Close. There's lots of lovely quests to do out here. I'm going to have so much more bag space so quickly. I just need... Is it upstairs? Holland's Experiment. It's not up front, is it? It's upstairs. It is upstairs. Okay. Just one step beyond Shadow Priest. Yeah. They're just Shadow Priests that mean it. The one time I tried raiding on an alt, an Eye of Kazan, Jaster Diamond, and a coin drop from Gallywix. Where is this type of luck on my maid? Did you, like, get them all? That's, the universe trying to tell you something. That is divine intervention. That's crazy. Good evening. Good evening to you. I hope you've had a lovely day. It is Sunday morning for me. Oh, cozy. That's GG, well played. Main swap time. Because you got a new maid. Oh, copper. Copper's good. I'm looking forward to meeting my next warlock pet. I always like the stage of leveling warlocks where you are summoning your pets for the first time and you get to find out what they're called. You can pay gold to re-roll the names, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to live with what I get. Zilcall kind of sounds like a medication. It kind of sounds like something you take for indigestion. Anyways, meet my new maid. It's a 607 rogue. Gwynnifer with the Eye of Kazan. Gwynnifer is a phenomenal name. There's level 10. Holy moly. Alright. Step 1. Put some mouse in the bar. Expedition Yak is 1. We're gonna get rid of the chauffeur. Trader's Brutosaur is another. I don't know what her actual amount is going to be. I'll give her a top skimmer for now. We're gonna see what, how much gold we're... we'll just pull like 1,000, I think. Withdraw maybe like 1,074 just to make it an even number in there. Don't actually have that much gold in my warband bank. Hang on. I should probably do this in a safer spot. Also, we're going to be able to summon our blueberry. We're going to get to meet our blueberry in a sec here. Let's go back to Brill. Vicious undead war horses. I do, but I want mounts that can fly. I'm not sure if those ones fly. Okay. Bags. Very important. Containers. Sort by slots. Look for cheap. Just bags, not profession bags. Looks like 2 wilder cloths. Yep, I'll do those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not all 4. 1, 2, 3. I also want to make sure I get a reagent bag, just like a basic cheap one. Simply Stitched will do fine. 3. And save myself enough gold to make a little transmog. I'm also going to try to sell some of these things. Recoup a little bit of gold. Just the herbs. And the ore. Not the rough stone.
I have many lucky doos. You like?
Oh, we get to pick a spec.
Well, friend of the Grummel.
I'm gonna start an AF. And then we'll think about switching. We'll see. Speaking of wishing horses that I wish could fly, the fact that the Maw horses cannot fly, genuinely criminal. Hi Hazel, how are you? Hello Sean, I'm doing alright. How are you? Oh, I'm a little busy. I'm a little stressed. I'm doing good though. Burning Rush, that's a good first talent to get. I'm definitely not getting myself into trouble with that one. Alright. I'm going to make myself a little armor set. We're going to call it Starter Warlock. And we're just going to do something that kind of feels a little bit default. Maybe a nice... There's the Twilight Cultist robe. There's, of course, always Fireworm robes as well. Actually, I kind of like those Cultist robes because I think the red of the traditional Undead starting robe, I love it, but I don't know if it's going to go with her pink hair. Yeah, it's not awful, but I think I like the... I think that's nice. We'll start with that. And then we'll pick out a nice staff. I'm sure we have some cool ones here. That's more of a void staff. Doom Scythe. You can give her sunflowers. Like that Af has the glazer guy. Plague touched? I don't know. I've got replica Gul'dan. That's fun. That's from the Warcraft movie, I'm pretty sure. That's an old promo. Oh, these are always nice too. These little subtle ones with the skull and the roses. Very My Chemical Romance. Got some scythes. Those are nice. Would I give her a back piece? Is there anything that really speaks to me here? We have plenty of options. I guess not all of them are unlocked and available right away. I don't know if she's gonna have wings. What about shoulders? I don't think, sometimes I'll do just like one of these shoulders and then I'll hide the other one. I'll do just like a single cape, but I don't think that's what I'm gonna do here. Sometimes it's nice to do something just kind of small too, something a little bit traditional. Oh, there's the cultist mantle that goes with the cultist set. Kind of like that. I'm gonna save that. And I don't even think I'm gonna put an enchant on the weapon. I think that's nice. Lets the character shine. And then the third thing I was gonna do, so we did bags, we did transmog. I was gonna pick out a better mount for her. I was gonna equip the bags too. That's a good idea. Nice. That's much better bag space. I will take it. Backpack is fashionable and practical. This is true. And she can fly now, so she can... I think I'm going to go to Undercity. Poke around and see if they have any of those NPCs that like to teleport you to the Darkmoon Faire, because I'm pretty happy with continuing to quest out here. Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to do. I was going to summon my Voidwalker and find out what he's called. Crag Moth. Crag Moth. Alright. Kind of metal. Yeah, not mad at that. Not mad at that one bit. Just checking on things. Yeah. Sure. I'm gonna take a quick phone call here. Okay, we all good. Better than Crag Mouth, true. I love Crag Maw's homemade cookie. Is that like a real cookie brand? Also, what was I doing? I was heading down the elevator. I was heading down the elevator. Oh, that's good. Funny. Make it! We're not in hardcore. I can afford to be reckless with elevators. Feels good. Major Tusk, thank you for the 8-month resub. Cookie. Milk? Cookies? We're gonna... I mean, I like that this rocket matches her Shadow Bolt. It's not particularly warlocky, but it's fun. Let me see. We can turn in this. I'm trying to figure out what it is that I do need to actually do here. That's probably fine. They're trying to send me to the Dragon Isles. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'd rather... I might still want to go turn on Chromie time, though. Also, there is a Darkmoon Mystic Mage here.
Trust no one.
Okay. So I can pick up this. This is what I really wanted to do, is I wanted to get my Darkmoon Faire thingy. And then we'll take our port to Orgrimmar just to get... What do I want to do in Orgrimmar? I wanted to do something. Oh, I wanted to talk to Chromie Time just to set it to Cataclysm to make sure that all my scaling is correct. It tends to work anyways, but some things are a bit weird if you don't put yourself into Chromie Time. Yeah, level 10. Freshly level 10. And it's time to get our buff. Oh, she could be a thread spinner. That's kind of cool. There's so many titles that I forgot that I have. They've given us a lot of them lately. And I didn't necessarily know that I got them. I've got Silk Singer. What else seems kind of new? I guess I got like Veil Strider. That's a good one actually. I mean, that's not new, but I remember getting that one. Don't worry. Let's get some Darkmoon tokens. Okay. Right, take a look.
May your days bring you joy.
Because I don't know if it's like efficient leveling. It probably is not. But it sounds fun to just kind of level through the old leveling zones with the kata scaling. I think especially with dragon riding, like flying, we're going to be able to just zoom through them. Beloved, if you want something not on point, a little different. Alright, I'm going to say type flying. Flying only. These are like my rarest ones. Honeyback Hive Mother, Golden Scarab. Do I want something that matches the energy, or do I want something... I mean, the spell tome's kind of cool. It's a little magey, though. That I just kind of, like, and I haven't really had a chance to ride yet. Flesh Rocks. Oh, I forgot about the Lunar Launcher. There's dragons and birds and bees. Wave Shredders and... I don't know. That's cool, but it's too big. It doesn't have any feet. It's lacking in the legs department. That's kind of cool. It might be a little bit more void than it is Warlock, but... Malevolent Drone. Plus, that was kind of a farm. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. Excellent. Should I pick up the test your strength quest?
Hey, how you doing?
Sometimes I do that just in case. Just in case I somehow finish it in the meantime. I'll get 10 whole Darkmoon prize tickets.
Safe travels.
Might need them. Name you chose for the mount back when you did quest to get it. I don't remember choosing a name for a mount. Oh, yeah, that's right. I wanted to do Orgrimmar first. Oh, should I get hats? Do I have any tickets? I have 5 tickets. I can maybe buy a hat. If I remember who sells it. I think it's near here. Replica belt. It sucks because there's transmog I need still, but...
What's up?
No, you need 10 tickets for a hat. They are transferable. Do I have any of them lingering somewhere? Yeah, I do, actually. 1, 2, 3. Let's assume that we're gonna level for at least 4 hours during this week. The name I chose from the quest was Reginald. Was it for this particular? No, this was Corpse Eater. I think there was another mount. I know what you mean. You can buy Darkmoon ticket with gold. Oh. You mean like by buying the turn-in items? Also, I need to go talk to Chromie and set my Chromie time. I feel so fast. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with this this mount actually.
It's so nice.
Select a timeline. Cataclysm. Cataclysm, please.
Who would have thought someone
Onwards and
named
Kalimdor.
Deathwing would bring about
And then
such
our Hearthstone will take us back to
misfortune?
Brill, which is precisely where I want to be. Me and Craig Moth got leveling to do. The once per character fish quest grants you 100 tickets. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna turn this one in.
Quickly.
It was so exciting to get to level 10. Now my my goals are all a little farther away, although it's gonna be so much faster it's going to be so much faster to get around. So I'm going to take halt off the bar, time lock off the bar, and I just want up, up, and forward. And then maybe surge somewhere. Perfect.
Can I help?
Being able to dragon ride around at level 10 feels so crazy compared to how they used to make you like walk for 20 levels and then a slow mount. Well, actually, they used to make you walk for 40 levels, but I didn't play back then. Doesn't count. Oh yeah, so I picked Affliction, which means that I will have oh yeah, I gave myself Burning Rush. I need another level before I can use UA. It feels like cheating, right? Doesn't it just? Oh yeah. Alright, we're in business now. So she's getting 10% experience from that, and then she's getting another 25% from my Warband achievement. So she should be leveling at a pretty reasonable pace here. I think this will be fun. Plus, it'll be kind of nostalgic to run around in these old zones and do all these old quests. Anything that I want to keep an eye out for? There's a couple of rares that are in this zone, transmog-wise. There's a couple of zone drops as well. Ooh, some very expensive zone drops. Vilefin Oracle Staff. I'm not going to grind them specifically, but it would be kind of neat if they dropped, you know? I wouldn't say no. Looks like I have 90% of transmog. Webbed Pants from Death Knell. These things are expensive, but I wonder if it's because they were just added back recently, and if they're not actually that rare. I don't plan to turn on war mode. It's a good idea, but it's something that I never do. I don't like it. I just don't like the uncertainty of not knowing if something could happen. I know that usually it won't, but it's just I'd rather just have the peace of mind. Horde recently had 20%. Don't know if it's still on or not. Weird leveling Adrenar because they want you to use the flight path for some quests, and it's so much slower. Every time I level, the bronze time warp skywriting ability finds its way back on my action bar, and I have to remove it. I have to assume there are people that use it on purpose to great effect. It doesn't seem like a, I don't know, a bad button. I think, like, I'm pretty sure I'm the problem. But yeah, I've never really used it properly. Leveling my Warlock in War mode, he's just level 30, nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, but it's the thought that something could happen. Even if I wasn't streaming, I still don't think I would do it. It's just not my style. It's just not comfy for me. Never once used it or been like, you know what would help here? It's the time warp button. I'm not even 100% clear on what it does. It's like alter time, but like an on-use one. Maybe a little bit like the Void Elf Racial or something. So Farmer Selden lives over there. Has a chance to drop his trousers. And then this one. So how much percent? 3% of my level right now. With no rested, gathering a note is giving a flat 3% per level. So you could consider any given level having just like a collect 33 items and then level. It's not bad. I was about to say, look at all these herbs on the map, but they're Doomweed. It's a quest herb, it doesn't count. I got all excited. Cragmoth, are you helping? I don't know if you're doing damage the same way that my other one was. You seem to take a long time running places. So, are we leveling another alt? You mean like on top of this one? This one's good. And then I think next week, top of the week, I'm going to want to do weeklies before I get back to alt leveling. Maybe I'll just stick with this. Funny when I see an enemy player and we're both leveling, so we keep our distance, but we're both scared, so I do the slash wave to make sure I let them know that I mean no harm. Used to Zoomy hunter pets. The hunter pets get there in a hurry. They are not dragging around. They mean business. She does look pretty for being undead. Hello? I like her a lot. I think she's cool. I've been dying to use this pink hair color ever since they came out with it, but then the last undead that I made her bald because it was just too cool to not do. So this is the first one with the pink hair that I've really done. I am starting with Affliction. I'm trying to remain flexible of thought. I want to not lock myself in too much if I feel like trying something different later on, but for the moment, AF is where I'm at. This mount's not doing it for me. What else do I want? You know what I do sometimes, actually, if I can't pick a mount, is I'll just do random favorite, and it'll pick different things, and then if I end up on something that feels fun, then I'll just put that in the bar. Not exactly a scary situation. For this one, I knew I wanted to play Warlock, and I knew I wanted either an undead or a human. So today on stream, I actually made both, and then I had a chat poll to vote. And undead won with a 53% of the vote. It was close. It was close, but undead did make it. I haven't deleted the human warlock yet, but I think she's out of luck. Those were the only two options. It was just human or undead. Those are the only two that I really thought I wanted to play. Gotta get this stream early. It's not very often I do a crowd participation. It was a special occasion. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get some scales. Maybe we'll get a Vile Fin Oracle staff. It probably only drops from the oracles. It says zone drop from anything. I think I would have voted undead, but I love Horde. I'm surprised by how many of my alts have turned out to be Horde lately. It's kind of funny. Maybe I should have been Destro, because I like just sitting back and just like hard casting. It's very fun. Oh, I got a Vilefin Battle Axe. Ooh, I need that appearance. It says it auctions for 42,000 gold. I doubt it, but it could. Could be true. Learning it. And then I need to frighten some tadpoles. Presumably just by existing. It's generally how it worked with children and I. Hello. Not really. Can you give us one random prediction for what you think we'll see in Midnight? See if I can manifest something. Rodent mounts, either squirrels or bunny rabbits. It's time. That's my prediction. I'm just trying to speak into existence here. I don't have any reason to believe it's true. Big squirrel mount with a big fluffy tail. Make it a flying squirrel if you really want to go ham. Oh, do I need to keep frightening them? How much do I need to frighten them? Oh, until they pass out in fear. Good grief! It's not enough to scare them once. I need to keep doing it until they faint? Oh. Oh no. I guess I'm playing an undead warlock. I shouldn't be too soft-hearted. Hazel the bully, apparently. Put the fear in him. This one's really brave. It's like just going. Wow, this quest sucks. I wonder if I could do it faster on a mount. There we go, there's another two. Yeah, because it still works. I don't think I'm going to try to fly because I think they might get away from me a little bit, but... Why don't you get their lunch money while they're at it? go. Getting somewhere. It's hard to tell which ones have already collapsed. Which of these baby murlocs can't have had enough? Bran is warband leveled. Yes, his level is completely warband wide. I don't like it when they go in the water. I think you have to do it 3 times. And then at the end of the 3rd one, maybe? Yeah. Oh, they came back. There would have been one more in the ocean, but it's fine. I'm just going to bully this one in particular. There we go.
My, you're a tall one. Hey,
I am a tall one.
off and away.
Thanks for noticing. Here's level 12. Yeah, I think the talents are going to start coming pretty hard and fast now. Also, I completely forgot that I even had Burning Rush. So we officially have Unstable Affliction. Can't wait to use it. I think for 3% XP, it's still worth it to stop for gathering. If Bran wasn't warband leveled, I would cry. Isn't it crazy to think that just like, I don't know, a couple of years ago in Shadowlands era, they like never would have made Bran warband leveled? It seems like something that's a very modern Blizz thing to do. Something that I appreciate. So, Unstable Affliction afflicts one target with damage, and if dispelled, does damage to them, silences them, and it generates a soul shard if they die while afflicted. Sounds good. I can do that. Do I look cool while casting it? Yeah, I look pretty cool. I'm assuming I can only have one out. I guess I don't know that for sure. They died before I got a chance to find out. Oh, wow, that hurts them real bad. That does good damage. Happy with that. Yes, okay, so it's one only. Please get the pun. I feel like an unstable affliction main. I'm sorry. I'm a little thick. Forgot to tell you, I had a dream. What was your dream? Demo, great for leveling. The rotting ancestors, these guys. Oh, corruption's instant now. That's nice. Love running as a gnome with a bunch of demons. Gnome was my last warlock. Okay. Yeah, I actually think I'm gonna get this Grizzly Trophy quest done, no problem. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. What was this dream about? I had weird ones, but I have weird ones every night.
Listening. Our time will come. Trust no one.
Okay, this is a nice big batch of quests here. What does it say this wants? Haunted Mills. I don't see it. Maybe a phasing thing. I'm just gonna dot up lots of things and hope for the best. So far, so good. You had a dream you were presenting at BlizzCon. You supposed to reveal the next expansion. They just had my nameplate as the professional Moonfire spammer, and I couldn't focus. Oh no! Need more dots. More dots. This one. See if I can get some damage done on me here. Because I feel like if I'm gonna level as AF, I do need to be multi-dotting. Oh, hey, a rare. Nice. Worth about 1500 XP. Anyway, I think the next WoW expansion is about spamming Moonfire. Came to you in a dream. Heard it here first. How fast is it to heal my buddy here? Not too bad. Not great. Oh, did I miss? There we go. You silence me. I'm just gonna hit you with my staff. These quests used to be awful to do with limited bag space because every remains was like an item. Oh, I got another appearance. I'm getting like white quality armor that I really need. New race, Moonfire. New class, Moonfire. New zone, Moonfire. About fashion as we're fighting the transmog guy. Oh, I hope that if they do an ethereal raid that they have a transmogrifier boss. I didn't even think about that. That's funny. I would get a big kick out of that. I don't need every raid to be funny, but I wouldn't be mad if every raid was funny. I really enjoy those. What if he did a mechanic that randomized your outfit and he doesn't put it back unless you kill him? So if you're progressing on him, everybody just looks ugly. And he's like, haha! Uggos! Pulling all the weapons that we forgot in void storage. Yeah, that's a good one. Inside an abandoned void storage room. He's been stuck in void storage for all this time. He walked into the proverbial walk-in freezer and no one's let him out yet. Everyone knows you do 20% less damage if you don't have a good Mog. This is true. This is true.
I am forsaken.
Void storage, I believe, is character specific still. It's kind of a relic of an earlier version of the game. It's pretty vestigial at this point. It's got a couple of arguable uses, but like, look good, do good. Convinced I perform better in Arena when I have a cool Mog. I think it's absolutely true because Arena is such a mental game that if you feel confident, which I feel like having a good Mog can help with, that's 100% gonna matter. Love another tab in void storage. Rep tokens from the time walking vendors. Yes, it should. It should work for all rep gained. I have not got my vicious mount. I don't think I'm doing those anymore. I haven't done them since season 2 of Dragonflight. Speaking of, got the highest rating I've been so far at 2200. Congratulations. That's awesome. Fancy. Okay, that one's good. I feel like I get a handicap for playing Shadow in Arena. Oh. Yeah, it sounds hard. They used to be, there was a few seasons where they were really scary, but if they got their setups well, like if you just trained the Shadow Priest, they couldn't really do their thing and then they were completely neutralized.
What now?
Is it just me or is time walking always 2 weeks long? I think it's just you, but we've had enough time walking events where they kind of do back-to-back weeks of time walking that it can kind of seem that way. Working on the push to 3K Mythic Plus rating, and it's been brutal. I think I've underestimated that one a little bit because I can turn all these off except for mailbox. I think I underestimate that one because I got like my 10s done, no problem. We were like plus 2ing 10s. It was easy. It was going great. But then we tried a 12 yesterday, and I know it was our first one. It was our first go, and it wasn't disastrous, but we sure did not time it. No timing it was happening. like this mount, actually. What is this? This is an aquamarine swarmite. Working on my 12s, basically one wipe and the entire team just goes GL next time and leaves. I heard that was a phenomena, which is kind of annoying, because it wouldn't reset your portal then if you're using portals to get between dungeons. 12s would be for pushing rating. They're hard. You lose your Xalatath affix. You do get a lot of gilded crests, mind you. I'm pretty sure even though we did not even time the 12, finishing it gave us 16, so it's not like a total waste of time. I don't have any spenders for my soul shards yet. I'm only level 13. I could probably do a couple more talents. It's also fun to do hard things. It's true. You get to find out whether or not you can. Cost a soul shard. Let's do that. Seed of Corruption, huh? I want to level in Silverpine Forest. But I feel like I should get more levels here. I don't know. Oh, it was a silver leaf. It was like stuck inside the building. Herb scale up to 18. I still have my candy buckets add-on on. I should probably disable that. And there's level 14. Mortal Coil? Mortal Coil. Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, Soulstone. Seems useful. For a second I was afraid I was going to Soulstone Executor Zygand. I didn't know if it would cast on NPCs or not. I guess I'm glad it didn't. Alright, let's go start down here. It says that there's quests over here, but I haven't found them, so I'm gonna just not worry about them. No, hiccups are gone. You might be onto something. You just gotta think I'm not a fish. Void Weaver's a good hero talent tree for dungeons. It's really fun to play. It is viable. I think it's probably viable in Raid 2, but it's, Archon is definitely takeable, and Archon's nice because of the extra stam you get from your Power Word Fort. Especially if you're progression rating, you can't really underestimate that.
Agatha, show the war chief.
Oh, I forgot Sylvanas yaps so much over here. Well, it's a good chance for me to clean up my bags a little bit. I've got some stuff to vendor. I've got a shield that'll give me a little transmog. Warrior shield. Get rid of my slumber sand and some clams.
What you have done here, Sylvanas, it goes against the laws of nature.
Cloth I have a hard time selling, but I can typically sell.
Only word I have.
I can typically get away with selling herbs.
War chief, without these new Forsaken, my people would die out. Our hold upon Gilneas and Northern Lordaeron would
I like the irony of my people will die out when your people are undead.
Given any thought to what this means, Sylvanas?
Yeah, that line is like towards the end of the zone. It did feel kind of out of place.
And the Lich King now.
I remember it caused a big dust up on the forums because you'd have people that
serve the Horde.
thought it was really cool, and then you'd have people that thought it wasn't right for WoW, and then you'd have people that thought it was just kind of weird, like not like a problem because they were offended, but just I don't know,
Be expecting a full
kind of I'm 14 and this is deep. Do you think Sylvanas returns as a heel or a face?
we all have
I think she's gonna have feet and a head.
maker, and
I don't think we chopped off any of it.
your day may come
Is a toe an option? Seemed weird and not in place for WoW. Yeah, I didn't love or hate it. I just kind of, it did kind of like take me out of the moment a little bit because I'm like, oh wow, they don't normally say that. And then I moved on with my life. A good guy or a bad guy? Oh. Are we doing those anymore? I thought everybody was morally gray. I suppose that I mean, didn't we get along with her again too? At some point? I forget. I thought we brought her back. I think she's had her villain arc. I think she's due for a redemption. If she didn't get one at the end of Shadowlands. And you had people who got upset because they couldn't say it because Garrosh says it, so it must be fine. Nuance. Yeah, I don't think Seed of Corruption is really all that good for my single target here. I could macro my pet attack into my UA if I wanted my Voidwalker to head out there a little bit earlier. Love the voice acting for Sylvanas. Enjoyed when she was around. She might get really annoyed cleaning up hell. She decides to just go right back to villaining, but without the jailer this time. I did some stuff, but this is excessive. How much of the maw can any one character be expected to withstand? Yeah, I have pet attack macros. I know how to write them. I just haven't bothered to really do it here. I don't know if it's gonna save any material time here. The weed. My Voidwalker gets one punch in. Craig Moth's keeping it real out here. I have heard about the expansion lock challenge. It sounds really fun. I think it's a great idea. Bane Hollow Skirt Soulstone Glyph makes a green orb follow you when you have a Soulstone active. Ooh. Is it expensive? I've never heard of that. This sounds like a good idea. Is it something that you don't buy? One, two, 3, 4, 5. Can't remember if it's from a quest line or not. We have all of our clean beast guts, which is nice. I remember in Classic that particular quest was brutal. It took so long to get them to drop. I really want to pick a favorite mount on her. Cooper Harley, thank you very much for the 6-month resub. Rocking a survival goblin hunter named Glimmergob, outfitted in the new Garden Gnome Transmog. Nice. Loving your new alt playthroughs. Thank you so much. Happy half a year. I very much appreciate it. You guys don't even understand. You don't understand what you've done for me. You really don't. Oh, we got working. All right. And 2 and 3. Let's just get a bunch of them. You ever just have a rare phase out mid-fight? Yeah. Hate that. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Awful. Man, I'm gonna have these Grizzly trophies done same day. That never happens. Having rares phase out while I'm fighting them has made me really paranoid if I've made a group or joined a group for them about touching the group at all. I found one time it happened after I delisted the group, even though that shouldn't have done anything. Like, I was the leader. I'd started a group, we were fighting it, I delisted, and we just voomped, and we were all phased. And I don't think, maybe it was just like random, and it's not supposed to do that, but it put me off of like touching anything. Weirdest bit I was by myself. Yeah, it may be if I'm just making stuff up, which is all I ever do. Maybe just like a zone load thing, like the zone picked that moment to split up shards. It shouldn't do it to you if you're in combat with something. It shouldn't move you, but like it does anyway sometimes. Glyph is a quest reward, a lighter shade of fell, step 7 in a chain. Darkmoon Faire questline. I didn't know that there was a questline for the new Warlock races. I thought they just gave them to us. Last One Laughing now has a UK season. Should be on Prime. Okay. I might look into it. I think I'm going to cancel my Prime soon. I'm trying to like go through all of my subscriptions and can anything that is not vitally necessary for human life for me right now. A little bit of financial pruning going on. How we doing? Permanent deals 15, 30. Heals me. Safe in life. Do that. If it's doing 30% more damage. Do you think Shanna Tavine is like Shania Twain? I never thought of it before, but she kind of reminded me. We gotta do the bad thing. Oh no, I'm stuck. I don't think it's very warlocky, but I kind of enjoyed the love rocket. Any idea how much you pay monthly? I don't really want to know. I'm gonna know. And then I'm not gonna tell. Probably not crazy, because I do rotate my streaming services. I don't just sign up for different streaming services and then leave them on. I turn them off and on. And then some of them are with my partner right now, so... Although we are combining finances, so I guess it sort of counts still. But yeah, Prime for sure. I think Apple TV Plus, but I did start Ted Lasso, so it's hard. Ted Lasso, so good. I just wanted like a lighthearted half-hour show, and it is exactly that. It is doing perfect. Yeah, I'm not currently subbed to Taskmaster Supermax, but that's one that I will return to whenever I'm ready to like binge a bunch of Taskmaster, and then I turn it off. I appreciate that they let you very easily turn that on and off via the website. They don't make you jump through a bunch of hoops. I appreciate that. So I resub to it whenever I'm ready to catch up on a bunch of Taskmaster. I've been saving it. Don't know what to watch now that we don't have Severance, right? I tried to start Silo, and I know a lot of people like it. I don't know what my problem is. It just wasn't clicking with me. I got kind of bored. I feel bad because I don't know. Maybe I should just give it more time. Do you feel like not knowing much about soccer? Sorry for assuming here. It hinders your enjoyment of Ted Lasso. I've only watched one episode, so it's hard to say. But from that one episode, it sounds like Ted doesn't know much either, so maybe I'll learn along with him. I don't know if it's important enough, if the details are important enough to the storytelling of the show. Can't figure out where you are? Silver Pine Forest. Pardon me, Silver Pine Forest, right there. Got like a different perspective of Fallout. Yeah, we watched like 4 or 5 episodes in the first season, and it just didn't grab me. I think it's because I had just finished Severance, so I kind of already had done like sort of a dystopian sci-fi sort of, not fully dystopian, but like dystopian adjacent sci-fi series with like mystery elements. I had like just done that. Did you enjoy Fallout? I've never played Fallout, and I also have not watched any of it either. Do you still buy tea from Yen and Sourcing? I haven't done it in a long time. As far as I understand, it's still a great source though. If you're looking for teas direct from China, I really liked everything that I got from them, and it lasted me a long time because I bought like pretty large bags, and it lasted me ages. I haven't been drinking much tea, to be honest with you. And when I have been drinking tea, I've been drinking herbal tea. Just like straight peppermint mainly. Because I usually want something hot, but also hydrating and caffeine free. And so I just slam peppermint tea because peppermint tea is pretty cheap. I buy it like in large bags that last me ages and ages. This has been so fun. I love these zones. I can play these zones over and over again. I found out the hard way though that if you skip this cutscene, you don't finish the quest. You have to stay in the wardrobe. This part was scary. I was an adult every time that I played this quest line. I was a full grown up in all different eras of me that have played this quest line, but it still scares me a little bit. If you haven't watched the Fallout show, that one's good as well. Really fun watch. What if I just play Animal Crossing again? Blow up my island, start a brand new one. Too many shows to watch. I've been having a hard time getting invested in different ones. We watched some of the Celebrity Bear Hunt that I was talking about, like the British reality show where a bunch of British celebrities are being chased by Bear Grylls through the Costa Rican jungle? Forget. And as soon as I basically just watched all of I watched all of Joe Thomas's involvement. And then I was like, well, I am now done. What did you think of the WoW movie? It was fine. It was a film. I didn't hate it. I saw it in theaters and I had a fun time. I think it pretty much did what I was looking for it to do. It's not something that I revisit very often. I did watch You. I hear it's getting a new season soon. I'm looking forward to, speaking of Netflix shows, I'm looking forward to new Black Mirror. I don't know exactly when it's coming out, but I know it's soon because they keep telling me it's soon.
I have no time for games.
No time for games. How are we doing here? Oh, there's so many. There's so many things. We're level 16. Hopefully Black Mirror Season 7 is good. I was for a while doing a bit of a rewatch of all of Black Mirror, but I got to a point where I was just kind of bummed out and I didn't want to do it anymore. I should at least rewatch the sci-fi Star Trek-y one. I forget what it's called, but it's getting a sequel episode, so I should rewatch the first one. Next season of You, April 24th. Okay. Hi, Hazel. Hello. How are you? Helvin, Fenrir? Not quite sure how to pronounce that. Learned that the substance is on Mubi. I've never heard of that one. I've just been watching We Rate Dogs videos. Where the dogs are good again, and there's just dogs. With the H. Helvin Fenrir. Thank you very much. I've only heard about it because of the substance. What is the substance? Sci-fi? Ooh. Rares. Wow, far away rares. My rare scanner really got that one from a ways away. They're nice though, because they have they're nice because they give you a good experience. It's a Demi Moore movie. Oh. I didn't find either of them. Nightlash is supposed to be... Oh no, this is Nightlash. Good? Got body horror vibes? Oh, I know the one. It's the aging one, right? Well, that's kind of a vague thing to say about movies. You could say it about a lot of them, but I think I know the one. Ever watch Girl with the Dogs videos? I put those ones on right in between the We Rate Dogs videos. Although my dog watches all of these videos with me, and whenever a dog is in the bath, or a cat is in the bath in the Girl with the Dogs videos, and they're kind of like complaining about it, my dog is very concerned. He will watch, like, why are they killing that dog? Mom, we gotta do something about this. Are you seeing this? And I had some thought that, like, watching dogs survive baths would make him feel better about when he has to get baths, but then I don't know if it was working out. I think it might have been making him more anxious about it. I was looking for Lost Son of Argyle, but I lost him. Accurately enough. I lost him. He might pat. Because I don't think there's a ton of people in this zone. I wouldn't expect him to be down. Yeah, well. Oh. What's that? Bullgaff. 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 Oh, Bullgaff's a dwarf. You're in the wrong neck of town, kiddo. My cat looks at me like, whenever she sees me watching cat videos. You go see Minecraft yet? Can't say that I have. If I was going to see a movie in theaters, I want to see Mickey 79, but I don't know if I'm going to get out and do it. I may end up waiting until I can rent it digitally or something. I'm so excited. Mickey 17. Yeah. One of the numbers. One of the numbers. Robert Pattinson in sci-fi. It's the one where they keep printing more of them. Love when she bathes a huge St. Bernard who has overgrown fur. They just sit there and wait it out. I watch a lot of the Husky and German Shepherd ones, and they have a tendency to think that they're gonna die.
Hello.
I should wrap up stream, but I don't want to. I'm having fun. I'm leveling my warlock. I'm almost level 17. Huskies die a lot in showers. They're very concerned about it. I wonder if Wiz will come see me. Sometimes he comes at the end of stream time to be like, Mom, are you done? This is the part where you come out of the office and you give me a big hug. And it's hug o'clock and you're not here yet. Any house hunting days planned? Not so far, but there may be. So far, I do have something actually, but I've got it for a day off at the moment, so I shouldn't need to cancel a stream. But there may be some cancellations coming up. It's a stressful process. I knew it was gonna be because people tell you all about it. That's okay. We'll survive. Probably. My heart might make it out of here. It has affected the yoga schedule. Because if there's a day that I'm going to drive out to see places, I don't usually go to yoga in the morning because I think that's just going to kill me for the day. I get really exhausted after a full practice. So I've been doing kind of like more home practice and more smaller practices. Because I think that if I full go for it and then I'm driving all day, I'm just going to be miserable. But it is nice to have yoga stretches on deck for after your legs and hips are all cramped up from sitting in your car. Very stressful, but exciting at some point. Might literally be the biggest decision you will ever make. It's certainly the most money I will ever spend, or at least have spent so far in my life if we get to doing it. It's a lot of debt to take on. But all you can really do is do as much research as you can and try to understand the process as best you can and try to understand your risks. There's no world in which you can mitigate every risk, so you just try to understand what they all are and mitigate as many and as dire of them as possible. And then just live your life and hope for the best. That's my plan. You're right, I didn't consider fraud. I could. Doesn't so much sound like me, though. I think I will probably not be able to continue with the studio that I'm in. I might be able to join a different one. I may end up doing a different style of yoga, depending on where I end up. Kind of tough to say, but I think I would still practice some Ashtanga at home on my own because I've learned enough of it to do it on my own by now, and I could always, like, whenever I do come into town to visit family, try to drop in for like a Mysore session and just have a teacher have a look at me to make sure I'm not doing anything super wrong. The hardest part is the accountability of doing something at home when you're really used to going and doing it in the studio. I think that's tough. Gotta start doing extra bonus yoga streams just so that I know that someone will notice if I don't do it. Also, depending on if I get a place and how much it costs, I may not have a yoga studio membership in the budget for a hot minute. Yoga streams sound so much like you. I think you can do it in a way where it's not... I think yoga stream on Twitch kind of has this connotation of this is softcore content. And I don't think it has to be that way. I think depending on how you frame it and what you're wearing and kind of what the content is, you can probably do it in a way of like, this is not going to be an interactive stream, but like, I'm going to do my exercise. Anybody that wants like a body double to kind of do their exercise, you know, it's a good window in which to do it. Sometimes a little digital accountability buddy is nice. Yeah, the internet does ruin everything. I think I would probably dress a little bit differently if I was going to stream it than I normally do, because normally I'm quite comfortable in like a sports bra and leggings. But I think that for the sake of online, I might add a little layer or something, you know? Just to not get taken the wrong way. Yeah, it depends on the angle. Moo yoga. Oh, let's do the forest head. Go, go, bush chicken! These quests are so fun. I should start to wrap up though. I got stuff to get to today. Oh, and I'm not back until Wednesday. I'm not back until Wednesday. As far as I know, chickens are not tameable hunter pets. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I would love to tame chickens. I would make a brand new farmer hunter specifically to tame attack chickens. I am thinking of starting ACNH again. I am. I've been rolling that idea around because lately I've just been like stress scrolling a bunch and it's god awful for me, and I might try to like replace that with a little Switch gameplay, especially because like I got thinking about like the Switch again and Animal Crossing again because of the Switch 2 announcement, but you know, they're not launching it with Animal Crossing, and also I'm not buying one right away, so this one. Scrolling's the worst thing you can do. Yeah, no, I know. Oh yeah, that's right. There are robot chickens. You can do mechanical chickens. I want like a fluffy chicken though. I want a silky chicken. Don't think buying one at launch is necessary, but I do want one for no good reason. I think it's because, for me, like, I'm not getting one right away, but I will want one eventually. And I think it's just because the Switch has been such a good console to me that it's kind of natural to plan to get the upgrade eventually. Not day one for me, but, you know, one day, if I can afford it. Itchy was not a chicken. Itchy was a tall strider. Which you could argue are chicken adjacent, but bit of a stretch. Tall chicken. Mm-hmm. I want to dot this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Who says app's no good for leveling? And this one, and this one. Whoa! You'll never catch me! Alright, I should really take her. I think there's an inn at the rear guard. I should probably put this away. I gotta go, I'm over time.
What is it?
Oh, we're getting transmogs though. We're getting mogs. Also, we made good use of our we made great use of our buff. Sometimes I don't get around to like I'll die and then I won't get to use my whole Darkmoon Faire rep buff, but it actually worked out this time. Thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate the company. I'll be back. Wednesday is the plan. That'll be Wednesday, April the 9th, in case anybody cares about what day of the month it's going to be. I appreciate the company. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.